Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Gold Rush. Ness at make or break moment. Will he survive? Gold Rush star Ness is facing his biggest challenge in this season 14 return. While most fans are more interested in his year away and who Ness is dating, his main concern now is getting to the gold. That is because if he does not succeed, there will be consequences. This new episode of the gold mining series is entitled 50-Ounce Ultimatum. What is episode 7 about? What is Gold Rush 50-Ounce Ultimatum about? What is happening in Gold Rush Season 14? Episode 7, 50-Ounce Ultimatum. According to IMDb synopsis, the miners continue their quest for gold. Tony Beets is having an epic, horrible season. This started when his son Kevin Beets decided to stay home and garden instead of mining gold in the Yukon. Originally, Tony was so happy to mine on the Indian River claim, but now there are unforeseen problems that could shut him down. Could this setback shut down the entire Beets operation? Or will the crafty miner pull something else out of his hat? Parker Schimble continues to throw money at one problem after another. His equipment issues are keeping them from mining consistently. Now, he is down an excavator. The Unforgiven cut has a cornucopia of challenges that have been hard on his top-notch equipment. He may have a great crew and mechanics, but these repairs are a step above a simple bush fix. Rent is due in Raleigh Valley. What about Ness? The Gold Rush Season 14, Episode 7 preview that Discovery shared on Twitter gives Discovery fans more insight into how serious things are for the fan favorite. In a post entitled, Rent is Due in Raleigh Valley, Rick has to face a set of cascading problems that will try his ability to stay afloat. First, he has 36 ounces of gold, but needs 50 to pay his landlord. The team is determined to make it happen, but Ness also has to battle some equipment issues. Can he pay the rent? Gold Rush fan favorite Chris Dimmitt reveals who is best miner in Yukon. Gold Rush star Chris Dimmitt has starred in all 14 seasons of the Discovery series. On Thursday, the network shared on Twitter a clip of the Oregon native talking about his gold mining journey. He revealed that he started as a greenhorn on a team of greenhorns. This was, of course, when Chris and Todd Hoffman's team went on their memorable search for gold. However, starting Season 4, Chris began working with Parker Schimble. Now, the two have developed quite a special relationship in the past decade. Moreover, Dimmitt considers Parker one of the very best miners in the Yukon. The sun blazed high in the Alaskan sky, casting its golden glow across the rugged landscape. The treacherous terrain, with its towering mountains and deep valleys, was a silent witness to the ambitions of those who dared to chase their dreams in the gold rush. Among these dreamers was Ness, a man whose journey had been a roller coaster of triumphs and setbacks. This season, however, promised to be a make-or-break moment for him. The stakes were higher than ever, and the question on everyone's mind was simple. Will he survive? Ness was no stranger to the demands of gold mining. A former football player turned musician, his path to the gold fields had been anything but conventional. He had carved a name for himself as Parker Schimble's right-hand man before stepping out of his mentor's shadow to lead his own team. His rugged determination and unyielding spirit had earned him respect in the unforgiving world of gold mining. Yes, as he stood on the precipice of a new season, he knew that respect alone wouldn't fill his sluice boxes with the precious metal. The first signs of trouble had emerged early on. Equipment failures, unpredictable weather, and the ever-present challenge of finding rich ground had plagued Rick and his crew. The season's start had been rocky, with more setbacks than successes. Every miner knows that time is money, and Rick felt the pressure of every ticking second. His crew, a tight-knit group that had become a second family, relied on him to lead them to glory. Failure was not an option. Rick's latest venture took him to a remote part of the Alaskan wilderness, a place known for its promise of untapped riches. The journey to get there had been arduous, fraught with dangers that tested the limits of their endurance. When they finally arrived, the land greeted them with a deceptive calmness. Beneath the tranquil surface lay the potential for immense wealth or devastating disappointment. The first week at the new site was a blur of activity. Bulldozers roared to life, tearing through the earth in search of pay dirt. The wash plant, a crucial piece of machinery in the gold mining process, was set up with meticulous care. Rick oversaw every detail, his keen eyes missing nothing. He knew that a single mistake could mean the difference between striking it rich and going home empty-handed. As the operation kicked into high gear, the challenges mounted. A sudden storm swept through the area, flooding their dig site and threatening to wash away their hard-earned progress. The crew worked tirelessly to divert the water, their spirits undampened by the relentless rain. Rick, drenched but determined, led by example, his presence a steady anchor in the chaos. When the storm finally passed, a rainbow arched across the sky, a fleeting symbol of hope. The dig site, now a muddy battleground, revealed its hidden treasures. Flecks of gold sparkled in the sunlight, a tantalizing promise of what lay deeper below. The crew's spirits soared, and for the first time in weeks, Rick allowed himself a moment of optimism. Yet, the euphoria was short-lived. Mechanical failures plagued their equipment, each breakdown a costly delay. Rick's frustration grew, but he channeled it into problem-solving, working alongside his team to keep the operation running. Their bond, forged in the crucible of adversity, strengthened with each challenge they overcame. They were a family, bound by a common goal and an unspoken understanding of the risks they faced. As the season wore on, the pressure intensified. The weight of expectations, both from his crew and from the audience that followed his every move, hung heavy on Rick's shoulders. He knew that the world was watching, judging his every decision. The financial stakes were enormous, but for Rick, the personal stakes were even higher. This was his dream, his legacy. Failure would mean more than just financial ruin. It would be a blow to his very identity. The breakthrough came when they least expected it. A new section of the claim, previously overlooked, yielded a rich vein of gold. The sluice boxes filled with a steady stream of glittering metal, and the crew's jubilation was palpable. Rick, normally reserved, couldn't hide his elation. This was the moment they had all been waiting for, the validation of their hard work and perseverance. But the gold rush is a fickle mistress. Just as quickly as fortune had smiled upon them, it threatened to turn its back. A critical piece of equipment failed, and the delay threatened to wipe out their gains. Rick faced a daunting decision: push forward with a risky repair or shut down the operation and risk losing everything. In the end, it was Rick's unshakable faith in his team and his own abilities that carried them through. They tackled the repair with a single-minded focus, their determination a testament to their belief in Rick's leadership.